Hello, everyone, and welcome to another scene for Werewolf San Diego, Sept of the Howling Winds. In this scene, we have the warder punches all the faces, going to check out the newest Ahroun on Sept, who is also a Get Fenris. So, of course, another Get Fenris Ahroun is going to pique his interest. So where is Cole? What is he doing?
Oh, it's canonical. I've been saying he's been spending most of his time at the training grounds. So he is probably got his shirt off and is working up quite a sweat, punching some manner of training dummy in a very boxing like stance.
Okay. Punches is going to come up to the training grounds. He's going to stand there watching with his arms folded. Cole's probably so focused on what he's doing, he doesn't really notice that he's there at first. And he'll... Hey, kid.
He after one more jab, he stops and takes a second to kind of turns his head to see this guy, and his reaction, as promised, was oh shit, this isn't a Cleith, in his own head, and just sort of gives an upward nod of the head in a sort of greeting, and then he starts to get down on his knees and raise his chin.
When he does that, punches will kind of circle around him, almost checking him out, but not in a sexual way, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll brush his neck with his hand and give him a nod to stand up.
And he does so.
Well, I know who you are. You might not know who I am. I am punches all the faces. Get a Fenris Ahroun, Ather of the Nation, and Warder of the Sept. Wormfoe as well, since we don't have one.
Oh, I've heard of you. And offers his hand to shake.
And he'll shake it, and he has a very, very strong, firm grip. Strength 5.
Oh. Yeah, Cole will do his best to try and match it, but obviously that's not really gonna happen.
Yeah, punches. For as tall as Cole is, he still towers over him by a good foot or so.
So no, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead. Go right ahead.
I'm I'm glad we finally got the chance to talk. I wanted to touch base and make sure it was all right for me being here and everything.
Of course it is. From what I hear, you're already doing good things for the Sept. It's good. Make the Get proud. At least this old Get. And he kind of rolls his eyes a little bit.
He smiles a toothy smile, not quite in a threatening way, but
for sure.
Yeah, I'm still
I'm getting old. Oh, go ahead.
Not any Not any weaker though. He like gives him a point.
He'll just nod with a little smile on his face. I see. I noticed that you train a lot. It's good.
Well, I figure that's the one thing I can do until I really find my place around here. You know?
He nods. Yep. Uh. Anyway, I'm getting old. I can't do everything by myself anymore. I've got a couple people helping, but I could use more. So the maybe the possibility of taking Wormfoe someday.
He raises his brows and nods. I'd certainly hope so. It's Wormfall at my old sept was pretty pretty unforgiving, but he got shit done. So
Bit of a smile. Well, sept protection is no nonsense.
now, Dope didn't take a second of it either. Wouldn't expect him to, but
Other guardians are um, Fist of Flame, uh, Black Fury Rune, uh, the Coyote Boy, and the other Get. Luna's
hey,
Glimpse, I think his name is.
out of character, I believe that's Abel.
Yep, it is.
Okay, and yeah, Colonon will be like, I had the pleasure of meeting like you said, Coyote Boy and Abel.
He smiles.
He's
Coyote Boy. He's a you know
yeah,
he's got some coyote blood in him, but for overall he's not a bad dude.
yeah. I a little worried about his problem with our tribe, but I don't know. Part of me hopes I can beat it out of him.
I think his problem with our tribe is lessening. Did you not hear the howl?
I did. I did. I think it was a step in the right direction. He nods.
I'm happy for him. Nick, he deserves happiness, and he seems to be very happy, which is all I want to see. He's my nephew.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, pardon me if this is a bit forward, but what what prompted all of this? He gestures towards like the sept in its entirety with his hands.
Ah, yes. The alpha of the sept and my pack. Um, she is a theurge. This was her elder challenge. We came to reawaken the cairn,
I see.
and we stayed. It took more than just my pack to reawaken the cairn, and we lost a few Geru in the process. It's not an easy task.
I still still a lot I don't know. A lot. Admittedly, I've left for the theurges and the galliards, but
He nods at that like he understands. Having probably having a theurge for his alpha is he's learned more than he would necessarily have wanted to. Um, but yeah, he gets it.
but but what's going on here? It's hard to put into words, but it feels right. Like like I already told Abel I'm not really bringing any baggage here, but someplace new, building something, a fresh start for everyone. That's that's something.
Punches will smile. We welcome all that want to start over, or even that don't, to just want a place to call home. That was kind of our purpose. We're glad to welcome those that want to help, want to make a life. It's why we're here. It's why we stayed.
And he raises his brows and he nods thoughtfully. And, he says, "Well, I've seen what I've seen what others are doing to help build this place up, especially Lefty. But if there's anything I can do, I'll ready, willing, and able."
We have stepped up patrolling because of the black spiral dancers, so you can get started by patrolling and help keeping an eye out. The kin area, and he points over to the adjacent kin area that is not actually part of the sept, but is right next to the sept. And it's like a whole big trailer park.
Mhm.
If you do not have rite of cleansing, you will need to be cleansed upon re-entering, but the kin area is part of the patrol area now because of the attack.
I remember it fondly. I know. Patrols. Does this mean I'm a guardian now?
I told you are, didn't I?
He nods.
There is a slight tinge of a smile on his face, like he's not being, aggressive or threatening, but as playful as a lupus can be, that's kind of his demeanor. Um,
Right. So
yes, you are a guardian now.
I've heard of a couple of things going on with the sept, but obviously I'm not going to get everything unless I talk to you. And I know that there's something about a club called Dionysus, and now I know that we managed to retake someone who was BSD kin, bring him back.
Yes. Her name is Desiree. She brought us information. She risked her life we gave her a chance to redeem herself. She doesn't want to be part of them. She changed while she was under our protection, so she's now Garu. Everyone, a lot of the Cleas and Fosterns are working to try and cleanse her. They have a plan. As from what I understand, Foster and Black Fury, Theurge, Lays with Dragons is leading that. If you'd like to help, it's going to take, from what I understand, they're going to be summoning. Uh, what's her name? Themis herself, not an avatar of her, but herself. She is in the legends and mythology, which I've studied up on quite a bit. She is the daughter of Gaia herself, the ultimate judge. So if she can't cleanse her, then she can't be cleansed.
Understandable.
But it's going to take Theurges to get her summoned.
Sounds dangerous. Really, really dangerous. Is this worth someone losing their life over?
I'm not sure. But my alpha has spoken.
I don't know much in the way of spiritual rites and things of that nature, but if they need a strong arm, if somebody's going to struggle, I'll certainly attest to my lineage.
Patches will smile. They can use all the help they can get, for sure.
Mm. So there's that. There's apparently a problem with the leeches. Sept was attacked, and I don't know. Is there? I hope there's nothing that I'm missing, but knowing the life we lead, there's probably a lot.
The leeches are the leeches and the black spiral dancers are the priority concern. Fists of Flame is leading the mission to hunt down the leeches. So you may speak with her to get in on that.
Mm-hmm.
One to help. Because we don't know how many there are and how powerful they are.
All right. Sounds like we've got our work cut out for us, huh?
He smiles and nods. Other septs, they get attacked from time to time, but we're brand new. It's going to be a hard few years. We attract a lot of attention.
Speaking of other septs, I'm so sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Speaking
Okay.
of other septs, how I assume we're on good relations with them.
The ones
Question
that
mark.
are nearby, yes. We're definitely on good relations with the sept we came from. Um, as far as other shifters go, I haven't seen too many. I know that there are coyote shifters around.
Coyote shifters.
Yeah, out of character, we're in Southern California. There's a lot of coyotes around here.
Hmm.
A
You'll
lot of coyotes.
you'll have to forgive me, Ryan. My knowledge of the fair is very limited.
He'll nod. They are the ones that are almost as numerous as the Garu. They are they're tricksters, but they can be useful. It's not a wise decision to get on bad terms with a coyote.
Hmm.
But they, for the most part, have kept to themselves. I haven't really come across some regular coyotes, but I know that the shifters are around somewhere. There has to be with as many coyotes that are in this area.
Hmm. That's something I'd hope to learn more about. I know. I know we still have a lot of building after the after all the stories I've heard about the War of Rage. I'm no political expert or anything, but if we're gonna be here and there's other septs around, sure we gotta play nice with them too.
Indeed. Should probably, after we get secure from the latest threats, sending out a scouting party to find other steps, whether they be Geru or Farah, would probably be a good idea. Try and make contact.
Well, if I may, I'd love to make as much contact as I can. Well, not like that, but you know,
He laughs a low, deep laugh, but it's kind of bellowing. I understand what you mean.
he scratches the back of his head and looks down with a smile. Yep. But yeah, just thank you again for all of that and for this opportunity.
Oh yeah, yeah, no problem. Everybody's got to work right.
Mhm. But most importantly, thank you for your work, your pack's work for all of this.
He smiles. I think you're the first one in quite a while that has said that. I appreciate that.
We need more Fenrir here. He'll get plenty of thank yous in.
He laughs again. Yeah, the most Fenrir we have here are my kin. I brought a whole mess of them with me. They didn't really want to leave without me, so or they didn't really want me to leave without them, so I brought them all. Which out of character is like 20 or so.
Jesus.
A whole gaggle of his fuse children, grandchildren, great grandchildren.
A whole gaggle of meat. Damn.
Yeah, he's been around a long time. He's had a few children, and their children have had children, and so.
He's
And
a
then
grandpa.
he's got his siblings, kin too. There'll be a story later about how he ended up with kin as well, but that's for another time. So, so yeah, most of the Fenrir kin here are related to punches.
Holy shit.
But yeah, it's nice to see other Fenrir Garu around.
Mm-hmm. Was there anything else I might be able to help you with?
He thinks for a moment. Not really. Just keep an eye on things. Let me know as soon as possible if you see anything suspicious. We have guardian meetings a couple times a week. Like official meetings, but of course we can gather anytime. He just kind of shrugs his shoulders like, yeah.
Should I bring a notepad and a pen?
Of a glare, like really.
Yeah. One more thing before I let you get on with your business, Raya. Do you spar?
You want to go?
And he grins wildly. Wow, how can I say no to that?
We won't actually get into dice rolls. We'll just end the scene with the two of them sparring, and Cole probably getting his ass kicked, but loving it anyway.
Oh yeah.
So, thank you, player, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. We'll see you next time.